us look at question 22. Question A, a straight line L is perpendicular to the line y equals 3x plus 4. Given that line L passes through the point 3, A and as y as its y-intercept, find the value of A. Okay, so we are told we have this equation. That's what we are told. Then this equation is perpendicular to this line L. So L is perpendicular to this, and we are told that L passes through a point. This is the point, and the intercept is this, which is 3. We are asked to find the value of A. So we need to find the gradient of this line first. So let me start with A here. So the gradient, if you're given this equation y(mx) plus c, which is now in this context of y is equal to 3x plus 4. We know m is a gradient. So in this case, if you compare this, m is equal to 3. These are the values. So m is equal to 3. That's the case. So the gradient of this line is a 3. So to find the L, we need to know the gradient of L, which is perpendicular to this equation. So if two lines are perpendicular, what we know is this: m1 multiplied by m2 must is equal to -1 if they are perpendicular to each other. Perpendicular means these lines are like this. They meet at that point. So if this is L, then this is y is equal to 3x plus 4. That's what it means. So if you multiply their gradient, we get -1. So if you say m1 is the gradient of L, which I'll call this one. So this tells me that gradient of L, ml, multiplied by the gradient of this, which is 3, must equal to -1. So gradient of the line L must equal to -1/3. So we know the gradient of Lm. Now if you know the gradient of Lm, then we can say y is equal to mx plus c. Then this tells me that y, the line of L, is equal to -1/3 times x plus c. So what's the value of c? So the value of c is given to us. We just need to go to the equation where we are told that the y-intercept is 3. So c in here is the y-intercept. So meaning c equals 3. Then if you substitute there, we have y is equal to 1/3 x plus 3. Then what is the question? The question is to find the value of A. So we've been given this point. So this point is critical. We need to use this point to find the value of A. So this is x, this is y. So we come to this equation. Then what this point means, 3, A, means the value of y is equal to A. So A is equal to -1/3 times 3, the value of x, plus 3. So A is equal to, this times that is -1 plus 3. So meaning A is equal to 2. So that's how we find the value of A. So A is 2. Okay, so let us look at question B. The diagram shows a sketch of the graph of a curve passing through A -5, 0, B -1, 0. So we have that. Then let us look at the questions. So question A, find the equation of the curve. B, coordinates of the turning points of the graph. So we are given 2 points, A and B. So if you look at this curve, the curve is a parabola with x-intercepts. So the x-intercepts are usually the roots. And what are these roots? So at these roots, x is equal to negative 5, then x is equal to negative 1. These are the roots. If you know, understand the parabola. So that's the principle that we need to use. And this equation, because it's a parabola, it follows this form, which is y equals, we have the k, then x minus root, the first root 1, then multiplied by x minus the root, which is root 2. And these roots, we've already identified them. So if you look at this curve, the graph itself opens downwards. It's closing like this. This is downwards. Because it's downwards, so the value of k is negative. The value of k is negative. So the first thing that we can assume is the lowest value of k, which is negative 1, just the inverter itself. So based on that, then we know now that y is equal to negative 1 times, what's the first root? The first root is negative 5. So it will be x minus the first root. Then what's the second root? It will also be x minus negative 1. What this tells me is y is equal to negative 1 times x plus 5, because negative times negative is a positive. Then x plus 1. Then I have this equation, which is nothing but, let me just get space, y is equal to negative x plus 5 times x plus 1. Then it's just a matter of expanding this equation. So expanding this equation, of which if you want you can just write it like that, but we need to expand it because later on to be useful to the other questions. So y is equal to, we have negative 1 here outside, it will be x times x, it will be x squared. So we are doing this times that. Then next it will be this x times 1, so it will be x plus x. Then next it will be this 5 times x, which will be plus 5x. Then 5 times 1, which is 5, like that. Then we have y is equal to minus 1, then x squared, then plus 6x, then plus 5. So y is equal to minus x squared minus 6x minus 5. So this is the equation in itself. So you can come here and write this equation, y is equal to minus x squared minus 6x minus 5. Then you get the other 2 marks. Then we need to find the coordinates of the turning point. So how do you find the turning point? So to find the turning point, the easiest way is to find just the first derivative, because at the turning point, at this turning point, the gradient is 0, so equate to 0. Then so for the value of x and y, so just differentiate this function, which will be dy. So this will be b2. So dy dx equals minus 2x. We remember the principle of differentiation. We multiply the power by this, then you subtract 1. So that's the principle that we are using. Okay, then this is 1, so it will be 1 times 6. 1 times negative 6 is negative 6. Then x, this is 1 minus 1, so this was 2 minus 1, like that. Then because this one is the same as x to the power 0, so it will be 0 times 5 is a 0. Then whatever remains becomes just a 0. So this is plus a 0. So simplifying this gives me minus 2x minus x to the power 0 is 1. 1 times 6 is that, so we have negative 6. So at dy dx, this is the case. Now at the turning point, this is equal to 0. So we have minus 2x minus 6 is equal to 0. Then we're looking for the value of x, so it's to be minus 2x is equal to 6. We divide by minus 2, so x is equal to minus 3. So we find the value of x. Now we just need to find the value of y. So in this equation, whatever there is x, we substitute. If you want, we can use this simplified version. Using this version is much more easier for you. Then we just say y is equal to minus 1 divided x plus 5, then x plus 1. Then we know the value of x is equal to, the value of x is negative 3, so we just substitute there. So it will be, what's the value of x? So now I need to substitute there. The value of x is negative 3, then plus 5, then negative 3, then plus 1. So it will be y is equal to minus 1, then this is 2, then this is minus 2. Negative 2 times 2 times negative 1 is equal to 4. So the coordinate here is negative 3, 4. That's the answer. Negative 3, 4 is the turning point. So negative 3, 4. So what this means is, if I come and look at this graph, this point here, negative 3, 4, that's the point where the graph is changing from. That's what we are looking for. So this is how you answer this question. Thank you for joining me. Please don't forget to download your study companion, the link in the description section of this video. Please join me as I look at the last question in this paper, which is question 23.